Good morning, all. Good morning. Good morning, and happy Sunday to all of you. Are you happy? Well, I got any. I think you set up. So I just came out to say thank you to all of you, and to the Anambra, and to Nigerians. Well, this is a moment to say congratulations to the Anambra. You have spoken. 4 years ago, you spoke. You gave us your mandate. And then, of course, Anambra experimented the first time with beavers in that election. Extremely very low turnout. You elected us with 112,000 votes. In this one, you spoke loudly. This election and this victory is not just victory. It is history made. Big history. Because in the history of Anambra's politics, you look at the bit in terms of the percentage of registered voters that voted in this election, about 22%. Never before. You've broken the 20% glass ceiling, as it were. In terms of percentage of votes actually also made to any incumbent. This is the third time a governor has been re-elected in Anambra's history since the beginning of this republic, since 1999. In 2010, you re-elected a governor with about 31% of the votes cast. In 2017, you re-elected a governor with 56% of the votes cast. In this one, they were very emphatic, very, very emphatic, by re-electing a governor. Yours sincerely, and my deputy, Dr. Onyeka Chukwuibezim, with 73% of the votes cast. We're very humbled by this. A show of solidarity, show of support, and your very emphatic statement that you stand with us. We applied for this job. You employed us 4 years ago, and was one in probably three and a half years ago. And all I can say to you, or I could say throughout the campaign, is that you haven't said anything yet. Well, look at the results. We only lost out of 326 wards, electoral wards. We lost only 6. Only 6 wards lost. And out of 326, so probably about 321. 21 local governments over 21. So we used to say 21 over 21. This one will probably be talking in terms of the wards. About 97%, 98% of the that you cared. Very emphatic statement by India Anambra. Like I said before, we're very humbled, and like we said all through the campaign, and the Americans will say you ain't seen nothing yet. I want to say it again and again loudly, that with this trust, in partnership with all our stakeholders, in partnership with you, India Anambra, in partnership with religious leaders, with our traditional and community leaders, with our traders, businessmen and women, in partnership with the petty traders, the hawkers, the wheelbarrow pushers, in partnership with the ordinary men and women of India Anambra, we, over the next 4 years, can say loudly that we ain't seen nothing yet. We ain't seen nothing. As I promised you, we're turning on to Gear 4, beginning from March. Probably we're now on Gear 2, heading to Gear 3, as it were. But we'll be getting into Gear 4 from March. To you, Anambra, once again, we would never thank you enough for renewing our employment for the next 4 years. And then again, a sense of gratitude. Gratitude to the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, for being a very true Democrat. He's demonstrated very firmly, he said so severally, that all mean to guarantee free, fair, transparent election. And so we commend you and thank you, Mr. President, for being a very true Democrat and realizing we are in a true multi-party democracy. Let the votes count. And the people spoke loudly here in Anambra. To the Independent National Electoral Commission, I must very specifically thank you. And thank in particular the new INEC chairman, Professor Joash Ojo Amopitan, SAN. This is your very first outing. As the saying goes, you don't have a second chance to create a first impression. And I am very excited that your very first impression is a very emphatic one. INEC delivered, and I must say, put it on record, that since I've been participating actively in the electoral process here in Anambra, particularly since maybe 2017, when you started, experimenting with technology, every election here in Anambra has been getting better and better and better. And it is fair to say that this is the best that you have organized so far in Anambra. The by-election in August was super, and decisive and a massive improvement even on that. And I therefore thank the new leadership, the leadership of INEC, all the national commissioners, the resident electoral commissioner, and all the recs that came for the election, the directors, and the other staff of INEC that actually came through. There were all manner of propaganda and rumors about some people having written results and they were going to swap results, they were going to do this. Aside from one or two, cases of maybe some coalition officers who made away with the result sheets, but were eventually, apprehended or gotten substitutes. I think the election was a resoundingly free, fair, transparent, and I'm sure very credible. So I appreciate INEC and say, may this be a foretaste of better things to happen, to continue to happen in our electoral system. And let me also particularly appreciate the ICT department of INEC, because by about midnight yesterday, they had uploaded more than 99% of the results from the polling units on the IREV, which is quite unprecedented. And I want to particularly single that out for commendation, because everybody was then downloading the results real time and compiling, so that by midnight, we already knew where this result was headed. So INEC, kudos to you, and may Anambra continue to win. It's the foundation to our democratic system. And then finally, to my opponents, my brothers and sisters who contested this election, this is the Anambra way. I think 16 of us were on the ballot, and obviously one person would win. And we have had fun, the Anambra way. The way we fight here in Anambra, we fight as if there will be no tomorrow. But we'll still meet after the battle, after the fight, at the next wedding ceremony, and the next wedding ceremony and traditional weddings, funerals, and share bottles of drinks and so on and so forth, and crack jokes. The Anambra spirit is different. The Anambra spirit is what unites us. Let's, in brotherhood, embrace each other, and let's move forward. I extend my hand of fellowship, and that we're prepared to work with all of you for the greater good of the Anambra. That is the only thing that drives us. That's why I apply for the job, is to be able to ensure that together, working with all of you and within the Anambra, we will leave this earth better than we met it. That's what drives us every day, and I believe that's what drove each and every one of you to apply also to serve in the Anambra. And now that the people have spoken, let's get back to work. For me, I've already no minute lost, even during the campaign. Even last night, as the coalition was going on, I was even making calls. I spoke to the Commissioner for Budget last night, talking about the budget outlines that I want to start discussing from this night and so on, even tomorrow. I am back to office, work tomorrow, as usual. It's a 24/7 assignment, and we can't wait. And the Anambra cannot wait, because the job to be done is still a lot. It's an assignment with a deadline. And may Anambra continue to win. May Nigeria continue to win. And God bless Anambra State. Bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
The representative for the gubernatorial candidate for APGA there at his residence in Awka, Anambra State. Just he's back on the podium. Let's hear what he's saying.
Importance, actually, very decisive, because INEC couldn't deliver, even with the best of intentions, if the security agencies didn't come through. I must commend all the security forces, the Nigerian police, the army, the DSS, the civil defense, the Navy, and our own local security force, the Agoda Chamber. They all came through. Agoda Chamber on the sidelines, but making sure that the borders also fully secured. I think by being very impartial and ensuring that due process be done, they were able to thwart even the major efforts of some forces that wanted to cause mayhem. But even on this, I also recognize not with sadness, the sad news of some hoodlums that went to a community over Izukala, just on the outskirts, the border with Imo. And we understand they came from across the border, caused mayhem, and even killed one of our supporters and a councillor who had just voted and was heading home. They accosted him and shot him dead. That's a councillor, an APGA chieftain at the border there. Very unfortunate. May his soul rest in peace. And to the security forces, we say big kudos, because without you, it would have been difficult to have free, fair, transparent election. Thank you very much.
And that's Governor Charles Chukwuma Soludo there, the APGA gubernatorial candidate for the Anambra State governorship election, just giving his speech after he's been announced as the winner and returned as the governor-elect for the state. You can see him there at his residence, in front of his residence, addressing pressmen at Aguata in Anambra State, his personal residence. Just giving speech, he thanked INEC for a job well done. Also did give a bit of praise, not just to the security agencies who are ground to provide security for the elections, but also to the local vigilante group, and that's the Aguna Chamber group. And also he talked about one of the members who had lost their lives at the borders of the residents. Chinwe Ogele, our correspondent, is on standby now to give us a bit of update. Chinwe, if you can hear me.
to the election results that has just announced his re-election as the governor of Anambra State, and he's said a lot of things. He talked about bringing his opponent on board and carrying on with him. Your Excellency, congratulations.
Thank you very much. This News Capital.
Yes, News Central TV.
News Central.
Yes, News Central TV. All right. Okay. No, I'm not interviewing him. It's okay. All right. So the governor is obviously excited. He has just finished addressing the media, and he talked about the things that he's going to continue doing even while in office. So everybody will be looking forward to March when he will get inaugurated for his second term run. So that's it from this end. It's a happy mood, it's a happy situation. There are so many things that he said. He talked about the fact that the state did more in terms of election, the number of votes that were garnered, the number of people that participated in the election this year. It moved from what it used to be 4 years ago to something better even this time around. So it's something that we can stay on and talk about more even as we go ahead to get reactions from the governor and his team here in Isofia, Agwata local government area. Okay, so I think the camera will just have to pan to the governor, and let's see what the governor is doing at the moment. Sorry. Get this mic. Hello? Hello? Yes, I can. Hello? I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yes,
Okay, I want to get a selfie with Her Excellency.
And there you have it there. The governor has now accepted the re-election for announcement, giving there his acceptance speech, and also saying that his government moving forward, his second term will be a government that is of unity. Now, Chinwe is on standby to speak to the First Lady of Anambra State, the wife of the governor.
And solution continues. That's all I can tell you. We are in gear 4, and that's it. Solution continues. That's all I can say.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so that was the wife of the governor who just said she was happy that the governor emerged. Okay, so we'll be looking for a couple of people here.